Param. And I believe I am live. Hey folks, it's Asif and welcome to Go Go Go. Back to English Bay, Diva. Back to English Bay. Another day, another sunny live stream, and I'm back to English Bay. Literally ran here from the bus stop. Whew. The bus was full. It's a nice sunny day. I should have planned better, but Diva, here it is. Last time I did a beach or waterfront live stream. Hey Drawble, welcome to the stream. I started up somewhere around second beach, did third beach and all of it. Today I feel like I wanna do the part of Seawall that I don't frequent, especially all the way around Science World, loop around Olympic Village and all of it, and hopefully end up somewhere like Kids Beach just in time for the sunset. So thank you for joining in, guys. I got a really good response from my cell phone viewers. 30% of my audience are people who use cell phones to watch these videos. So thank you for joining in, and yeah, glad I can do something like this for you guys today. So yeah, I think Jerome just wrapped up his stream. So yeah, let's go. By the way, Diva, Jerome was facing some internet issues, so let me know if there's any buffering or anything as such. Hey Robert, welcome from English Bay. It's a beautiful day, Diva, so I wanted to do something chill. And let me show you the locals. Say hi to them. Hey babe, how's it going? They're just chilling out. Oh. Kings of Vancouver's waterfront. Canadian geese. It's a beautiful day. Lots of people out and about. Hey Justin, welcome to the stream. Just wanted to do something very chill today. I was doing some intense editing, and after working hard compiling like almost 4 hours of footage into something that's under 8 minutes, Jerome and I both realized we were not really vibing with the edit. I made the executive decision to change it up and redo the edit. So Diva, Hayak Festival, insane awesome event, and my old laptop is keeping up, that's all I'm gonna say. So hopefully expect that video to be up sometime soon. I've been literally working on it for the last couple of days. There's a lot of footage, and for such a nice festival I didn't want to miss out on anything particular, but I really enjoyed it. And I never thought New West was gonna be somewhere I'll have such a good time. So I was like, you know what, let me make a video for folks like me, the naysayers, the doubters, to make something that genuinely embraces and also like really highlights why you should visit New West. So it's a cute little video coming up, so stay tuned for that. Oh wow, the beach is beautiful. But yeah, Jerome and I had a great time last weekend over at New West's Hayak Parade and Festival in the Park. I don't believe there is anything particular going on this weekend, but the next one's gonna be Italian Day Festival at Commercial Drive. So looking forward to that. It is gorgeous. Hopefully, I mean, it takes me less than an hour to do this walk, but I want to take my sweet time, do a little bit of exploring, just so that I can give you guys a nice taste of Vancouver's waterfront, and hopefully reach Kids Beach just around sunset. I think I might be there before sunset though. I do walk quite fast, and I realize when I do streams like these, I need to pace myself, make sure that I'm not walking too fast, so that you guys can actually explore this with me and don't miss out on much. Oh, that's cool. Someone's on a bike. Okay, Diva. This is of course the accessible mat. And there's a seagull chilling out. Slay. I love the fact that they have something like this in the middle of English Bay, so that people with accessibility needs can access the beach. Oh my gosh, Robert! Thank you so much, Robert. That's really appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Robert sent me a super sticker. Thank you so much, Robert. That really helps out the channel. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, oh, absolutely, Robert. If you guys are enjoying the stream, just like Robert, you can send me a super sticker or super chat through the stream. But I also appreciate if you guys just hit that like button, share it with your buddies, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. That really does help. Like if you guys share it on an email or even like a text message someone, the almighty algorithm thinks that this thing is worth pushed out to more people. But thank you so much, Robert. Really appreciate it. Tomorrow is Friday Fried Chicken Walk, so cluck cluck mother cluckers, it'll go into the fund. And of course at the end of the stream I will try to have some bevy. Can't promise it in the early on. We are men of a certain age. Once we drink something, we have to think about the consequences of drinking something. It's a beautiful day. You can notice a lot of sailboats in the horizon. I'm not sure if it's visible or not. It's a nice breeze. I think it's like around 17 degrees, so it's not super hot or cold. It just feels just right. I was like, you know what, let's go for a walk. Do the most Vancouver thing, walk around the seawall. I was planning on doing like a multi-city live stream, then I realized I really don't want to miss out on this nice weather today. Really wanted to take my time and explore Vancouver seawall. Oh, they're filming or streaming their mess. That's cute. All you need is a tripod and a camera phone. Yeah. It rained earlier, so parts of the beach and the walking path has a little bit of water clogging and puddle, nothing too much. You can easily hop over it. Honestly, this is the start of wildfire season in British Columbia, so every drop of rain is welcome. But unfortunately, with the rain clouds comes thunder, and thunder and lightning are also notorious for starting wildfires, so it's a tricky balance. But of course, every bit of rainfall in the dry season is appreciated. Right now, unfortunately, Manitoba is being battered by crazy wildfires, so sending lots of love to folks in the prairies, especially in Manitoba. Park. And let me zoom into the kayakers. Sorry, not the kayakers, the sailboats. I was around there the other day with my buddies over at Acadia, which is almost at the end of the peninsula. Acadia, Jericho, Spanish Banks, some of my favorite beaches in Vancouver. I refrain from filming there because it is a little bit of a more of a private spot where folks actually go out of their way to spend a chill time. When you're somewhere like English Bay or Sunset Beach, you expect a shit ton of tourists to be around, people filming with cameras and whatnot, or under surveillance of somewhat. But once you end up somewhere far away, close to Spanish Banks, Acadia, Lighthouse Beach, you expect that bit of privacy. So that's where we usually go to just chill out. And then there are beaches like these closer to the city that we film all the time. Of course, they're also not as manicured and well taken care of like the ones down here. Beaches in Vancouver, closer to the core, especially over at West End and Kitsilano, are better kept. Nicer paths, paved roads, accessibility and whatnot. Acadia, for instance, its accessibility stops by the picnic benches, and it's quite steep, so you can get your car down there, but I personally feel like for accessibility wise it's a little dangerous for mobility devices. Whereas Spanish Banks and Jericho are flatter. They are easily accessible, but right now I believe they're both paid parking situations, and bus connections to them are sparse and in between. So unless you have a car, it can be tricky navigating your way to something like either one of those beaches. Acadia, I forgot the bus route, but I believe there is a bus that goes somewhere near that part of the waterfront. Of course, UBC is right there, which does help, and there are many bus routes that terminate at UBC bus exchange, which sort of allows a reliable bus route around it most of the time. But Point Grey neighborhood and Kitsilano, NIMBYs don't prefer buses running in their backyards. The same reason there are jammers that block internet access, so it's really hard and sketchy to live stream something like somewhere like Kitsilano. That's why if you're heading out there, I would recommend you use a camera to capture the moment instead of relying on internet access, because internet access can be very choppy. I think we're across from Hadden Beach. I've streamed there on my last Beaches of Vancouver live stream. Today's stream basically is going to be like a seawall minus Stanley Park, because I think I've done it like a few times already, quite recently in this month. So this part of the seawall usually doesn't get as much love, though it is pretty busy. Like every single neighborhood that this part of the seawall crosses, whether it's downtown, Yaletown, or Olympic Village, is quite busy. Hey crow, how's it going? These are nicer crows. The ones in Steveston, they're in cahoots with seagulls. They will snatch your food. Diva, make no mistakes. Steveston, as beautiful as it is, be aware of those goons, better known as seagulls and crows. They're in alliance, so they will scare you, make you drop your food and eat it. Diva. Oh, corgi spotted. Love corgi. That's another thing I love about the seawall. All the doggos. Folks usually bring their puppies out for walks along the seawall. And though Vancouver does have something like Stanley Park, it actually has in per capita fewer parks than other metros like our previous home, Toronto, which is why the city has to use clever techniques like linear parks and just like shutting down throughway roads and turning them into pedestrian plazas and whatnot to compensate for the lack of park spaces in the city. I think Yutin Lee did a whole video about it on his channel about that or something. Pretty informative. But if you think about the geography, Vancouver is not a flat city. Finding flat spaces to build things is hard. Even more important, the fact that the NIMBYs have made life miserable for everyone with high property prices, which is a vicious cycle that prevents city from buying up land, building more parks, stuff like that. Although, that being said, they are creating new parks, especially around the seawall. I'll show you one closer to Olympic Village. I think the park is called the First Street Park or something. It's a working title. They are planning on changing the name. This is a ongoing construction on our water main lines. Of course, this piece of infrastructure is over 100 years old, so they need to upgrade these facilities to make sure that we continue to have clean water. And this water comes all the way from North Vancouver's, is it not? Yeah, North Vancouver's Cleveland Dam. So they have to make sure that the infrastructure is well kept. Let's walk up to the boat that is capsized and noticed it never went close. Oh dear, people are taking selfies. Let's give them their privacy. Sunset Beach. This thing has been kicking around for a while now. Quite common scene in not just Metro Vancouver, all over British Columbia. Abandoned boats. It is quite concerning. They can create biohazard, especially for marine life. There's a note on it. This vessel has been reported to the Coast Guard, Transport Canada and the VPT Marine Units. Steps will be taken by the owner of this wreckage. Transport Canada Abandoned Boat Program. Okay. Now we know the tea. There is lifeguard on duty. That's awesome. And look, there is another one. Abandoned boats are a frequent thing. I've never really seen those around in Ontario, but again, Ontario has a lake and a lot of the waterfront freezes over, so you don't really see a lot of boating activity except the summer months. British Columbia, completely different weather, completely different vibe, so you will see lots more activity around the waterfront. So lots of people own boats or rent them. So abandoned boats are a thing. I'm pretty sure in a couple of years they will make like a Narcos sequel based on British Columbia, and some of these boats will be featured at some point. Because Diva, I'm not gonna spill any more tea. Those who are aware of things, interesting things that happen with street candy in our province, are well aware of some of the notorious things that happen, especially with boats like these. This boat also has a similar notice. Ramona Rose. That's the name of the boat, Ramona Rose. Slay. Oh, False Creek Ferry at the steps of Burrard Bridge, and you can also see Granville Bridge in the back. Like, as an infrastructure nerd, Vancouver is blessed. For such a small city, we have so many unique pieces of infrastructure that makes us completely different or sets us apart from the rest of Canada. Like, think of Montreal or Toronto. Those are much bigger cities, so it makes sense for them to have the kind of infrastructure. But for a city of like 800,000 like Vancouver, we have some incredible pieces of infrastructure. False Creek ferries, zipping through. Has it resumed its course back to Maritime Museum over in Kitsilano? I think I saw a notice or something. If you want to see puppies in a beach, this is the place to be. It's a cute dog park. Lots of people bring their fur babies for a little swim or just a walk. And of course, being in British Columbia, you can also see palm trees. It's a beautiful day. There's a walkway up, so I'm gonna use that. Another ferry. False Creek Ferry is docked. I was hanging out with my buddies over at the beach, and it really inspired me. I should do a few more beachside streams. I remember back in Ontario, even with a frozen beach like Kew and Balmy, I would walk around more frequent than I do here. And although we literally live in a province and city full of beaches. Oh, this thing is broken. I didn't even realize that. Okay, back on the seawall.
Not really, I don't. So I found out.
False Creek ferries. Heading under Burrard Bridge. And the almost crumbly old building behind me is Aquatic Center. Apparently it's gonna get replaced, but diva, we'll see. What's the tea? And we are under Granville Bridge. Sorry, Burrard Bridge. Diva. I'm getting my bridges mixed up. Burrard Bridge. Burrard Street Bridge. Beach of Bar and Grill, very touristy, but if you are a tourist, great place to hang out. It's literally across the water from Granville Island. Oh, this restaurant shuttered before we could try it. I know they have a Richmond location. Jerome and I wanted to try this for a while, but scheduling and things never really worked out. Cute water feature along the seawall. Somebody wants a tiny yacht. This one's on sale. Is this considered a yacht or just a boat? Just a big boat. I don't know, Diva. I'm not educated in aquatic vehicles. that might be a yacht. A bunch of people are parking. There is another peek at Burrard Street Bridge. And here is a False Creek ferry making its way from Granville Island, which seems to be bumping as well. That's Granville Island for you folks. Did I miss all of these comments for some reason? Diva, I'm so sorry. Guys, I just realized all of these comments just blurted out. Hey Nick, welcome to the stream. I just noticed it. Wait, do they deliberately block internet access after neighborhoods? Asif, I believe so. Beach Ave was 1300. That is crazy. Oh wow, I'm just reading all the comments that just popped up. I don't know where these comments were. They just popped up. All of them, all at once. Diva. Ooh. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, guys. I just noticed all the comments. It just popped up. But, yeah. Crazy, crazy. There's a aqua bus leaving, I assume, for Granville Island or Yaletown. But yeah, thank you. Let's continue. But thank you guys for watching, continuing to watch this thing. I'm having a great time. It's a lovely day. The weather is fabulous. The vibe around this part of Seawall is great. And Diva, we're having a good time. We're having a good time. It's okay, Asif. The streak quality has been good. So we've been chatting and watching. Thank you, Draw. Appreciate. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet and things in general today. Like, all of these comments just popped up all at once. Like, Diva. Anyways, before I continue, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. Share it with your buddies. Let folks know what's going on in Vancouver. Clearly. An interesting day. Oh my gosh. So this is the tea. I know Jerome was facing some internet difficulties on his stream. I guess that's the tea for today. Lots of internet disruptions. Diva. Anywho, this is Hornby Dock, the aqua bus. So you can take this to Granville Island, David Lam Park over in Yaletown, Spyglass, and of course Plaza of the Village, which is right under Olympic Village station.
Did she run? She paid for it.
I might actually agree with Nick on this one. I feel like there's a web summit going on, so maybe they're messing up something, because clearly we haven't had these issues in a while. And Draw Singh agree, the boat definitely would benefit the earth environment having the boat's parts repurposed. Now, this is what my brain thinks is nobody is claiming these boats, and this is such a big hassle. Find like a plain spot. You know what we should do with like old boats, cars, airplanes, stuff that would otherwise end up in a landfill. We literally have deserts in Canada, right? Especially around Alberta and BC border, we have literal deserts in Canada and lots of barren, dry space. Take permission from the local indigenous people and build like almost like a whole, I don't know, graveyard town of boats and cars and all sorts of stuff, and like have our version of like not a Burning Man or something, but like imagine like a planned city where in Canada we, instead of throwing things away, we take care of things, but it's like a living museum or something. Like imagine all the cars, boats, trucks. Like our Expo Line trains have reached 40 years of life service span, so they'll be disbanded next year. What's gonna happen with them? Maybe find a place where we can just do this and turn something that is nothing right now into like a big touristy thing where we can go and explore these things. That would be fun. I think that would be really fun. Like we can have music festivals and stuff around that stuff too. Like somebody needs to come up with like really creative ways to deal with situations. Like if we can just collect all of these boats and somehow are able to ship all of these to one spot and make like a whole thing out of it, that would be crazy. It's like the recycling heaven. What does that sound like? Like literally the recycling heaven. Instead of calling it like a graveyard or something where we just recycle everything and have a whole, I don't know, event out of nothing. Because that sounds good. Because otherwise like they will end up in landfill and stuff regardless. That might be its own adventure land. Like imagine the city of boats and the town of rail cars, or the not after takeoff whole town of like you know, unused or like broken airplanes and aircrafts and stuff. That would be interesting. Nick is saying put old SkyTrain cars in local parks. I would agree, especially turn them into like small businesses, like pop-ups, like restaurants and stuff. Imagine if they also did with something like that, like turn all of these a little, refurbished it and sold it off as like, you know, restaurants or businesses, even hostels. That might be a cool thing. Like so many young people want to come and visit British Columbia, turning these things into like nice heated insulated hostels and stuff. Just an idea. Like repurpose things, make them awesome. And Draw saying a living museum of history, that would be awesome. Yeah, I agree. Making things more interesting. Like life is dull. We should do more things to make things happier, more interesting, right? What's the point? Like we can find creative ways to deal with everything in life, including this, Diva. Trust. It's a matter of initiative. Unless somebody finds a way to profit out of anything, they won't do anything, Diva. Like imagine this. They only care about tragedies in 2025 so that they can turn it into a movie or a TV show or a Netflix documentary, and then people care about things. Until that point in time, nobody cares. Things have happened. Once somebody makes a documentary or a movie or something about something, or something goes quote unquote viral, and then people are like, rise up to the idea, oh what? That happened? Oh my gosh, hashtag justice for this and justice for that. Diva. We need to find ways to take care of things, and instead of waiting for things to get sensationalized. Like right now, we have a housing crisis. Isn't it a great idea to find ways to like for temporary basis, especially like there's a World Cup next year. Imagine if we could use all the old SkyTrain rolling stock and turn it into like temporary housing, have it all like properly insulated, heated or cooled as necessary. When tourists come for World Cup, we find a way, because innovation is something that can happen almost overnight. It's a matter of willpower. If somebody is willing to take those like bold decisions and make something out of nothing, because we've done it. Like think of the road to Alaska through Canada. Big controversy around it, but when we needed something that never existed before, people made it happen within months. And they had to go through some rough terrain. Think of like British Columbia, Northwest Territory, stuff like that. Making a road from continuous road from US up to Alaska. That was a crazy feat of engineering that was accomplished in months, just because people were really willing to do something about it, and they ended up doing something about it. And that's what it takes. Like next year's World Cup, we still have almost a full year. Repurpose stuff. Take old boats and ships. Think of the McBarge that tanked, like sunk in somewhere in Mission, BC, I believe. Like, we could use these things. I know they're like stuff, some are like private owned and some are public owned. Figure out a way. How can we repurpose these things and make something awesome? And isn't that the whole point of it too? Like making things awesome. Imagine how many boats like owners are willing to just sell off dirt cheap because disposing them would cost a lot of money, and then somehow make a way to use all of these and turn them into like some scenic, interesting places for people to live when they visit BC. Yeah, Nick, agreed. The McBarge was from Expo 86. All of these Expo 86 infrastructure is coming to their life cycle's end next year. 2026 will be 40 years since Expo 86, and a bunch of them will officially be considered like scrap. So it's a great idea to turn some of these things into, I don't know, something cute, something exciting. Okay, this is the bridge. Hey OG, welcome to the stream. So I can tell. Yeah, Justin agreed. All of it can be doable. It's about willpower. If people actually cared enough to do something, you can. I'm gonna give my life example. Very silly example in life. I always wanted a reason to continue to eat fried chicken in life, and that is like a point in life, and a very silly point, but I was like, what can I possibly do that would justify me eating fried chicken every single week without being like, I need an intervention. Friends are like, Asif, we need to talk. You need to cut on the fried chicken stuff. Then I figured out, okay, let's make an entire show out of it. So that was my cutter way around with like, if I actually have a show about it, that justifies it. I can eat fried chicken every single week for the rest of my life. Similarly, it's just finding a solution to something is all it's about. It's whatever people want to do in life, it's about finding that solution. It can be creative, it can be hilarious. And that's the whole thing about it. Think of Expo 86. We did so much innovation in this city so long ago, like building not just Canada's, but in this entire continent, the first ever driverless rail network, some really cool, innovative, futuristic stuff, all the way in 1986. That took guts. That took a lot of guts, and that's what's really missing right now. Is just somebody who's bold enough to do innovations like the ones we did for Expo 86. Because right now, if we actually put our brains together and came up with solutions instead of finger pointing, this bad, that bad, blaming this person or that person, forget all of that. What's done is done. Let's figure out something. We can actually do some crazy stuff, some really cool stuff. That's what it's all about. Justin is saying a bunch of tiny homes would benefit. Agreed. OG saying a house would be nice. Definitely once in absolutely. Like, think of these. If we can repurpose some of these old boats, furbish them, create a space there around the waterfront which is safe, maybe have them like super cheap places for people to rent and live in, that would be crazy. Folks, that being said, I'm under Granville Bridge. Now, Diva, this is what we spend money on. I mean, I know a private developer was used for this particular purpose, but think of this. Because somebody wanted, they found a way around it, and now we have a multi-million-dollar chandelier under a bridge. Similarly, if people want, government, entities, folks, We can turn literal trash into gold. That happens a lot. It's just about having the right set of minds to sit down and agree on something and be like, let's do something about it. Whether it's like old rolling stock of trains, an abandoned building, or whatever it is, there's a lot we can do. It's just about the willingness to actually do something about something. Anywho, Diva, let's continue. Went on a whole tangent about stuff. Yeah, Justin agreed. Yeah? Oh, Diva. Yeah, but it's definitely a matter of willpower. It's like, what are we willing to do? Are we really willing to take things seriously and innovate? Because it's a matter of willpower. Innovation takes willpower. That's how things come to fruition. We cannot innovate unless we truly feel like, or like have the willingness to get out of our comfort zone and tackle things. Every single thing that is an issue can be dealt with quite easily. It's a matter of choice, for sure. If you choose something like, oh, you know what, from today onwards, every single day, I will choose to do something very simple. Like, instead of eating sugar, I will eat honey. That's what I did. Diva, trust me, within 6 months, I lost 25 pounds. That was a choice I made. Every single day, instead of eating sugar, replaced it with honey. It was dramatic, and that's what I'm saying. Anything can be done. It's just about a matter of, willingness. Rose saying, I'm counting on you. You know what? I agree, we should. I mean, what happens if governments and businesses and everybody fails? I guess it falls back to people. It's just us, the people, dealing with our things because nobody else is willing to do anything about anything. And I'm not even blaming anything. It's just like fact is everywhere. It's not just localized to us in this city, in this country, or this province or anything. It's a human trait. Because I like to watch a lot of infrastructure stuff. So I was watching infrastructure videos all the way from Saudi Arabia and UAE to India, Thailand, and South Korea. It's a thing. It's like, what is the push and shove that needs to come? For some people, especially in certain Asian countries, it's a matter of pride to be able to innovate and turn something that is not cute to turn it into something awesome, just because it is a matter of pride for them. Like, they can have that bragging right, be like, I have done this. But that's a healthy competition, and I feel like we should have more of these, even if that is the catalyst or motivation somebody needs to do something awesome. Think of this entire seawall, so long, amazing. Why don't we have a seawall festival? Not a single one. And I'm not talking about this part and that part, like an entire seawall festival, minus, let's say, Stanley Park, which needs to have that nature element to it. We can have one, and I would rather have it in the middle of winter or something. Make it like an umbrella fest. Everybody brings out their own, just there are events where you can bring your own bottle. Similarly, bring your own umbrella event. Everybody brings an umbrella. There are lights all over the seawall, performers, food trucks. So much we can do. Just celebrate the seawall in a time where nobody is really out and about in the seawall, and the shittiest time of the year. Not summer, not when it's cute, but when it's the least cute. But that's what they did. Now, Helsinki is a great example of how to turn a really crappy situation into something awesome. Like Helsinki, their winter is kind of really brutal. So they had this advertising idea. It's like, you'd be crazy to come to Helsinki in winter. And that was their creative pitch to do a whole event in the middle of their winter. and that was awesome. And it really garnered a lot of international attention, especially from the creative community around the world. So imagine doing like a winter festival, like at least one every month when the weather is the absolute worst, because people have done it. And I'm from a city like Toronto, where in the middle of Canadian winter we have like light up festivals at the Distilleries District. In minus 20-30 degrees, they have like light installations all over distillery, and people show up. And that's the thing though, you give people a reason and people will show up. But it's just like somebody has to do it. Absolutely, Nick, agreed. Just a whole celebration of False Creek and the seawall. We need to do stuff like that. Imagine when our businesses, because we are a tourist dependent city, needs the tourism or that foot traffic the most, do something around that time. And if someone does it, people will show up. Is that a seal? That is a seal. I just spotted a seal. Diva. She's just chilling out. Or is that a dog? That is a seal, right? I was like, yeah, that's a seal. I was like, is that a puppy? Then I realized, no, that doesn't look like a puppy. There's another one nearby. Can I grab it? Can I get it? Can I get it? There's a few of them. No. Is that a dog? I'm still kind of confused. Oh, my gimbal is refusing to concentrate. Is that a dog or is that a seal? Oh no, that's a seal. That's a seal. It flipped. Oh, that was cute. And the kayakers were just chilling out. What an interesting thing to notice. Now, I was worried, is somebody's puppy stuck in the middle of water? But like, no, that's a seal. Here's the rowing club. I think the rowing festival is around the corner in a couple of weeks. So they've been practicing hard. There's an indigenous rowing festival that happens everywhere around False Creek. So it's a fun sight to watch them practice. There's another rowing club on the other side in Stanley Park.
Now's the time to go there.
This is like a cute date idea, just going out paddling together. Yeah, I think I was here with Jerome a couple of weeks ago, but I don't believe I've streamed this part of the seawall in a hot minute.
I'm so nervous. Oh, look, congrats! Yeah, I know. But should we cut off?
It was so cloudy earlier today, kind of rainy as well. The skies have obviously cleared out. Looks beautiful. I'm not gonna get on a boat, but I definitely want to go down there just to get a peek. The boat terminal down there. Honestly, cute spot to check out False Creek and have a look out for any other seals or mammals that might decide to show up. Welcome to City of Vancouver Public Dock. Granville Bridge. David Lam Park. Honestly, if somebody wants like a super quirky, dirt cheap date idea, just bring out like a picnic basket and just have a little date down here. It's so cute. This part of the seawall reminds me of Ireland Park in Toronto's waterfront. Some similar spots. Yeah, OG agreed. Lovely shades. Oh, that's the tall diva. Diva on stilts who plays licensed music and runs around with camera. Slay Queen. Slay Queen. The Queen on stilts. We saw her in Taylor Swift's concert as well. I don't know, the color profile I'm getting is very Greek. Shades of whites and blues, giving me that very Greek vibe. Even the boats around the waterfront are also all white, so I get that vibe from it. Fire pump intake sign. Didn't notice it earlier. It's a very, very cute, chill vibe. I wonder if even Granville Island is still busy at this point of the day. I realize I've just hit 1 hour mark close to David Lam Park. It's like that means I have really slowed down and taking my time. Usually I can go all the way up to Kitts Beach roughly in an hour. Only half of them are rowing. No, not even half, a quarter. Why are they making only 4 of them row and everybody else is just being like chilling out? Oh wow. Another awesome piece of public art.
This is what I do. This is what I do.
By the way, around fall, this entire part of the seawall turns a vibrant red and orange. Beautiful, stunning colors. So last fall, I noticed it on a scooter ride, and I was like, wow, I gotta alert everybody else. So if you're in the neighborhood, definitely check out this part of the seawall, especially around fall. Some really, really pretty fall colors, and the leaves change. I need to do more streams like this. Really chilled out. I usually walk super fast, or I'm trying to catch a bus or a SkyTrain or something. Oh, husband forest food in this stream. Just getting home. See you when I'm done. Some cute boats. Another water feature on the seawall. Almost down to Yaletown's Marina.
No, I'm not going to. They're parking.
I noticed BC Place, just a peek of it. Yeah, Quayside Marina. Down the street from Yaletown Roundhouse. Notice the Yaletown Dock. And here's the invasion of the runners.
可以，我就给他发那个文字算了。文字我不好写，文字不好写，我就是。
Only place I'm running to is towards fried chicken, so slay. The only song I can think of my head is that Beyonce song. I'm running, 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 running. I forgot who was the other duo who were in that song. I know that Beyonce was in that song. Yeah, Jerome agreed, the runners are real. I think I'm getting close to the time top. That's where we ended our Savory Sunday stream. It was a tale of three Burmese. We had three Burmese all around downtown. Tried a delicious fried chicken bami from Viet Sub. Tried a lemongrass beef bami from Pho Georgia Express. And of course tried a minced pork, grilled minced pork bami from Pho Cow Express over in Yaletown. Delish. And then we ended the stream right down here over by the time top. This is a cool spot, once in a blue moon. If my buddies and I want to hang out somewhere in Yaletown or close to Yaletown, we'll just come down here. Around winter, sun sets pretty early, so a spot like this is usually empty by like 6 p.m. You can just hang out for a while, and it is a shaded space, so it's a really cute spot to hang out. And here's Time Top. Contrary to what my husband Forrest would mention last time, it is not a time capsule. It is a piece of public art with its own comics engraved on the seawall. Time Top by Jerry Patrick. In a city full of bottoms, I guess everybody needs a top. That's why even this sculpture is called a Time Top Diva. I'm just alleging things. It doesn't actually mean it's real. Yeah, Jerome, it's a symbolic time capsule. Sure, Diva. My husband. Coming up whatever excuse and BS he can find to justify something he said. Nick, blushing at the top comment.
360 bucks.
Finally under Cambie Bridge. Oh wow. Oh, OG, thank you so much for watching that video. I know of all people you would appreciate a live stream about bami. Diva, good bami is a great day. Any sandwich is great, but like something about bami, that's just so good. Under Cambie Bridge, and our rowing divas are returning to the row club. Slay, slay. Let's continue. Oh wow, I am so taking my time today. Usually this bit of seawall takes roughly 20 to 30 minutes, but I can walk pretty fast, so I have intentionally slowed myself down. Ooh, look, 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 the sky train. Oh, this is so cute. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the Expo Line sky train, headed towards Main Street Science World station. I love False Creek. You get to experience everything from boats to airplanes to sky trains. It's crazy. Oh, divas are training hard. Coach is being a badass about it. It's sponsored by Veshi. Oh, slay Veshi. What are happening? What's going on with these two? But that's a interesting date. Cute, very cute. I'm obsessed. More divas. Let's continue. They're all practicing. I assume the False Creek boat race is sometime soon. because they're like all prepped up. There's at least like notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 rowboat teams practicing, so it's kind of busy. Slay. I know there are crazy cats out there who do a 9 to 5 job, then head down here and practice with their team. Diva, that much stamina. Slay, slay. Yeah, dragonboatbc.ca.
And why do you do that?
Looking forward to the Dragon Boat Festival. That will be fun. Let's see if we can do another SkyTrain spotting. Once we get closer to Terminal Ave, it'll be easier to watch the SkyTrains. Jerome just put the deets out for Concord Pacific Dragon Boat Festival. That's June 20th to 22nd. Thank you, Jerome. It's quite a scene. Like, I grew up in a country like Bangladesh where boat races are a yearly event that everybody is super excited for. But like the scale of it is much bigger and so many people show up, like literally hundreds and thousands of people show up to watch the boat races. It's cute to see that even a city like Vancouver has a similar tradition of boat races. Look at these divas. They're not playing around. Thank you, Jerome, for reminding folks. If you're enjoying the stream, don't hesitate to hit that like button, share it with your buddies, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Push that bell button for notifications. It really helps. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can also send me your super thanks or super sticker or super chat. Those are all ways you can help. But thank you so much for watching. Let's continue. All of this is supposed to be a future neighborhood development. This entire area was used up for the festival part of Expo 98, and it was never fully developed ever since. So they're using the tentative name of Concord Place for this entire area to be developed into a future neighborhood. That'll be nice, because like it's a little weird in between space between Olympic Village, Yaletown, and once developed properly, it will be quite an addition to Vancouver's waterfront communities. Also will bridge the gap. Right now this weird space is like pseudo commercial definitely it'll bring a sense of community once this spot is properly developed. It's right next to BC Place. Is serviced by a SkyTrain station. So yeah, it'll definitely help the city's housing issues. Cute neighborhood. Future neighborhood. I think it's a casino. Cirque du Soleil has their tents up when they're in town. So you can see the SkyTrain viaducts. Let's see if we can do a SkyTrain spotting. We're also right next to Dunsmuir and Georgia Viaduct. Rogers Arena and BC Place. Quiet part of Seawall. Only activity are just some runners and walkers. Again, the lack of having like a physical neighborhood is quite evident. But once that gap is filled up, this part of the seawall will be even more lively. And makes sense, like we have BC Place and Rogers Arena right there. We have two SkyTrain stations, Main Street Science World and Stadium Chinatown. So this neighborhood will just fill up once built. Yeah, I haven't been down here in a while. Just realized as I was walking, I was like trying to recall when was the last time I streamed or filmed this part of the seawall. Not in a while, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's because of the...
Deposit it in an extra receptacle you see.
I see the viaduct. Do I see a SkyTrain? I hear a SkyTrain. It must be open up soon. That's the viaduct. Let's see if we can get a SkyTrain spotting or not. I see the 23 bus rolling below. Ooh, I see a SkyTrain. There it goes, Expo Line SkyTrain. puppy. Adorable puppy. I put on my power cable. Okay. And now we have power backup, so we can continue without hesitation. Across the SkyTrain Pass. It's cute to have a SkyTrain spot on a Seawall live stream.
Well, I can't see you.
Have they closed off the part of Science World? I believe there was some structural issues around that part of the seawall. Yeah, I think this part is still closed. So this is the spot that Jerome and I mentioned earlier that was closed off due to some structural issues. So this concrete slab is built upon wooden beams, and a few of them have started to rot over the years. So just for safety concerns, they had to close off this part of the seawall to make sure there's no tragedy, there's no collapse, because there was a chance it might have collapsed. So they have a little bit of a reroute. Walking parallel to Quebec Street, you can listen to the sky trains rolling around. Let's stand here. We'll spot a sky train in a hot second. I can already hear it coming. Here it comes. This is so cool. I'm such a transit nerd. Oh, meantime to hang out with my buddies. Hey, how's it going? Cool. Mind I hang out with you, gents? Sure? I don't hang out with these buddies that much, or that often at least. But Diva, what's he saying? He's spilling some tea. What? What? Let's listen to my buddies. Yes, close. Yeah. If you're liking this stream, they should subscribe. Okay, Diva, that is very commercial statement, Diva. No. Hit that like button. Share. Subscribe. Help out my buddy Asif. Okay, Diva, whatever you say. Diva's being extra. What's he saying? They should send me super chat and super thanks. Diva. Money's tight for everyone right nowadays. If you just like and subscribe, that's great. But thank you. My friends, always here, looking after me. Diva. Just hanging out with my buds. They asked you guys to like and share and subscribe. What can I say? They said it, not me. They said it. Their words. It's sad that this entire stretch of the seawall is closed off. But this replacement path just opened up a couple of days ago. Yeah. For your safety, a portion of the expo deck and former paths beyond this fence are permanently closed. This is the new seawall path, all the way up to Ontario Street. So as you can see, this part of the seawall is fenced off as a legitimate safety issue.
Oh, what? That's at the end.
Not gonna lie, I can't wait for them to pave this thing properly. It is not fully paved just yet. Loose gravel is a nasty thing when it gets in your shoes, under your wheels and whatnot. They're apparently not here. Is it here? They're building a new park somewhere down here. Probably another block the other way around. Or is it down here by Ontario Street? I have to look at my data before I can claim something. But I know that they're building a new park somewhere around here. It's an effort to bring out more urban park spaces in Vancouver, which unfortunately notoriously doesn't have enough parks. The kayaker people are done now. They're celebrating their practice. Slay.
On my car.
With the
Because I don't have.
PP, people with paddles, because they're kayaker divas, canoeists. There's some cute spots to chill out. Nice view of North Shore Mountains. Oh, I think I can use this. The village dock. If somebody wants an early sunset, this is a cute spot to watch the sunset behind the buildings. I was like, I'm gonna have a sip of my cold coffee that I brought with me. Diva, Gimbal, be friendly to me. So I was like, this seems like a cute spot to hang out. Made myself a cutesy cold coffee. So I was like, this seems like a cute spot to hang out. There's a nice little bench. The sun is in my face. I miss the sun. And I can also just chill out. Needed to take a caffeine break. I see a seal. There's another one. Oh wow. There must be a ton of fish around if there are that many seals hanging out around here. Why have I never hung out here? This is a really cool spot. You can watch sky trains from here, boats, kayakers, and bridges. This is a really cool spot. Nice. What a lovely breeze too. Okay, I'm done with my iced coffee. Let's head back to the seawall. And here comes the False Creek Ferry. Or is this an aqua bus? Oh, this is an aqua bus. And back on the seawall. For some reason I never show up here. I spend way more time down either in West End or Yaletown, partly because I have friends who live around there, and downtown part is of course closer to home. I think I need to befriend folks from Olympic Village. I'll get an excuse to spend more time down here. This is a very slippery bridge. I remember it from last winter. This thing is quite slippery. So yeah, if you're here on a rainy day, be careful. They have placed rubber grips, but it is still quite slippery. And somebody is listening loudly to something on their phone. Slay Queen. Oh, Diva. There is no shortage of interesting people in Vancouver, that I'll tell you. Lots and lots of interesting people who play random shit on their phones and follow you around. Diva. Here goes the SkyTrain. What a cute view. They should totally do a Seawall festival or something. There's so much space to do so much fun stuff. It's long overdue. I'm keeping an eye out for seals. Usually they hang out around these more shadier parts of False Creek where fish tend to hang out and get a quick bite. I guess it's their version of getting a fast food because they shoot in fast and grab their food. I wonder what their version of fried chicken would be because it's clearly not fried. They're freaking sea mammals. But in their seal universe, what would be considered the equivalent of a fried chicken? I'm enamored by that concept. Some fat fucking seal out there who has their own little thing called I don't know, Sunday seal sushi or something, and they celebrate it every week. One of the parks of having that many dog parks around here is a cute doggos. That's an off-leash park.
Sometimes when we tell each other about our
Almost
days,
back to Cambie.
what's going on in our days, it's gonna be very different worlds.
I think I might be too early for sunset by the time I hit Kids Beach. Let's see. If the sun is nowhere near to set, I might just cross Burrard and head back downtown. Just a quick reminder, folks. Tomorrow is Friday. That means it's Friday fried chicken walk time. So, cluck cluck, mother cluckers. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna devour some delicious fried chicken, gab and yap and do our usual, and have a good time. Diva. So, see you all tomorrow. Should I be worried? I don't know, Diva. You tell me. Almost under Cambie Bridge. And almost down to the next Aquabus dock. Of course, we're literally down the street from Olympic Village SkyTrain station. And one of the few spots in the city that has Muskoka chairs, Ontario style. There's a Spyglass place. This is a very chill neighborhood compared to Yaletown across the water, which is quite busy and bustling. This part is pretty chill. Think of this, you can technically walk across the bridge or even take a boat over to work or something. Only if they had like a boat dock somewhere closer to Coal Harbor and waterfront station for folks especially commuting from. I mean, technically you can just get on the SkyTrain and take it there for like in 2 minutes, but it'll be fun. to take a boat to work. Look at this neighborhood. So chill. If they replaced all of these 3-4 story tall buildings with 10-story tall ones, almost immediately, like a big part of this housing crisis can be resolved almost overnight. Not couple of months, probably over a year ago, Jerome and I were out for a date night, and after some food with some ice cream from Uno Gelato, just walked back up. Oh yeah, because we took the 99B line back to UBC, so yeah, it has to be at least a year and a half to 2 years ago. Because I haven't been down here in a bit. Cute spot. The Wicklow. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we walked around here. Usually we end up taking like a boat, so we skip out on this. Oh, look at this. This is like a clay studio. Nice. So yeah, we usually end up skipping this part of the seawall. Just showing some much needed love to the southern part of seawall, which we usually skip because we'll probably take a boat across the water. One of these days I need to take a walk all the way from, I don't know, somewhere in Coal Harbour, walk along Stanley Park, do this bit and end up somewhere like Kitsilano. It'll be like a couple of hours long. Maybe I'll just film it, because like I don't have to worry about internet and whatnot. Look at these flowers. They're cute. I envy those who live here. What a cute view they get. Of course, they do have to deal with tourists, and tourists can be, let's just use the word interesting. And beyond tourists, of course, there are interesting people. So, I guess you gain some, you lose some. Nice view of Yaletown. Hey, crow. Sort of the eastern part of False Creek. Charleson Park.
Beginning to talk about the pantry.
Thank you.
Yeah, agreed, Jerome. You've been here way more frequent than I've. There's a map exactly where we are. See one of the trolley buses over Granville Bridge. I love Vancouver. Like, it's just a treat for a transit nerd. Yeah, Nick, sun is ready to set. Not just yet, though, Diva. By the way, we have crossed the 2-hour mark, folks. Thank you for continuing to watch. We are gonna continue our way towards Kits Beach. But folks, if you're enjoying the live stream, don't hesitate to hit that like button, share it with your buddies, let them know what I do on my live streams. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell button for notifications. And of course, if you want to support this channel, you can send me a super chat or a super sticker during the live stream. And if you're watching a recording of it, you can send me a super thanks. That's the heart sign with the dollar sign in it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's continue. Yeah, Kits Beach, really vibing around sunset. Lots of people, good time for sure. And of course I can take a number 2 McDonald bus, or at that case the downtown bus, back home. Makes my life easy. The end of Charleson Park. Does this thing extend all the way? Oh wow, look at this view. Hey Richard, welcome to the stream. It's a beautiful evening indeed. I'm just fortunate to be in British Columbia. Just wanted to share a little bit of it with you guys. Like, our beautiful country is incredible from coast to coast to coast, but BC, wow, truly something else. And as somebody who would frequent Toronto's waterfront, this is like a godsend, because there are times of the year where it's way too cold, or the waterfront gets so snowy and iced up and nobody clears that ice that it's kind of dangerous to walk around as well. But here we can do this all year round. That is just such a blessing to be able to walk around this incredible waterfront all year round. Somebody is speaking on a phone so loudly, Diva. Slay, slay. I'm pretty sure people from across the water in Yaletown can hear them, but slay, queen. I realize I always take the boat or take a bridge across So I never really get to experience this part of the seawall, and I have missed out on so much. It's a good thing I decided to do this stream. Gave me a good excuse to come out, explore this part of the seawall.
Statements of me.
That's the houseboat community down there. I never really walked around that part of False Creek. Oh wow, the roses smell incredible. It's a cutesy rose. For some reason, the flowers that are sold in florist shops just don't have a nice smell. So once in a blue moon I walk by these sorta, I guess, I don't think these are wild roses by any means, because they look very manicured. They have a really nice smell. Something I miss about flowers, because like we live in an era of genetically modified plants, and I feel like a lot of them lose their natural fragrances once they have been like heavily altered. False Creek Community Center.
It's a slog. Being like fanatical as a child.
There's a Vancouver International Children's Festival. Oh, that's nice. People with offsprings can do stuff with their kids.
I think it should be okay for Deanne to do because she's coming on the boats that we're getting in.
Almost down to Granville Bridge. This is the back of the houseboat community. And of course, Granville Island, which technically isn't an island, but used to be. Cross this part carefully because we are dealing with Vancouver drivers, and of course under Granville Bridge. Now this part of the walk is pretty familiar because I guess even in this very month I did at least one walk on this part of Seawall. Hey bud, how's it going? I don't know how to pronounce that character, but hey, welcome to the stream. Granville Bridge, folks. And that's Vancouver's Fisherman's Wharf. I streamed Steveston's Fisherman Wharf 2 days ago. They do sell fresh fish, but you gotta look up ahead of time what time they're available. I love this property. They have this entire water feature which also hosts a whole lot of birds and geese and duck. You'll notice them different hours of the day. Fisherman's Wharf. can buy BC spot prawns. Delicious, delicious. Highly recommend if you want something like laksa, or even something super simple. That's what to do. So let's just do a walk around here. Vancouver's Fisherman's Wharf. There's a cute seafood restaurant here as well. Love their fish and chips. This is a commercial fishing area where they process said fish. So depending on time of the year and day, can be quite active and busy. Also tells you why British Columbia's seafood game is unparalleled to anywhere else. In Canada, we get just incredible fresh fish. Like I literally tried a wild sockeye salmon fish and chips over at Pajot's and Steveston's on my last live stream. Oh my gosh, it's just something about wild salmon. It's just almost sweet. The flesh is so tasty. Oh, love it. Highly recommend. Ooh, False Creek Fisherman's Wharf. Hauntingly empty. Wow. Let's return. That's Burrard Bridge. Do we have to go all the way back to exit? I'm intrigued. There is no exit. So I might have to turn around. Clearly I always use this path up here and never actually down here. Yeah, no exit. Understandably so, they have fishing gear and equipment they wanna safeguard. Makes sense. There's no public access to the seawall. I'll just turn around and get back on this path. It's not too far away. It was cool that I got down here. I've never explored this part of Fisherman's Wharf. It was fun to check it out. Some cool indigenous art. One thing the Coast Salish people have in common with Bengali people across the ocean, well, far, far away in the ocean, is our love for fish. Of course, Bengalis love a plethora of fish, but our favorite is Ilsha, or Ilish as we call it in our native Bangla language. Very different fish. What is salmon to Coast Salish nations? That's Ilish to Bengali people. So I admire the fact that they have their own unique fish culture, which goes back thousands of years, just like us. Bengali people we like to call ourselves Bhate Mache Bangali, which means people with rice and fish. Although rice is not a staple in Coast Salish diet, fish is. Just beautiful similarities in cultures across the world. Yeah, Jerome. Back to the seawall. I decided to walk around Fisherman's Wharf. I had no idea there's no exit, so I had to walk back up. But I'm glad I did. Got a chance to explore the wharf. Burrard Bridge, bathed in sunset light. Yeah, honestly, it's so cool. I can't believe it took me this long to go down and explore, but I'm glad I did. You get a cool view of False Creek, Granville Island, Granville and Burrard Bridge. If you know any sea shanties, great place to come down and practice. Just kidding. Once there was a guy named Asif. He wanted to eat fried chicken, bitch. Yes, he's gonna go out and eat fried chicken Friday. Every Friday he goes out, eats fried chicken on live stream. That's what he does, diva. Yas queen, yas queen. Na 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 na. You won't get him down. He eats to eat fried chicken now. That's what he says. Every Friday, queen. There's one guy named Asif. Fried chicken was his thing. Eating fried chicken, what he did every Friday night. He goes out and devours all this fried chicken. My God, that guy is a fried chicken monster. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Fried chicken monster. That's a cute sea shanty. The Fried Chicken Monster. Written, not necessarily composed, by yours truly, Asif. This is the one park in Vancouver that outdoes every other park with the corniest name, cheesiest name. This is the Cultural Harmony Grove. Slay, my queen, slay. I feel like I just woke up. And now crossing the last bridge on the roll, under Burrard Bridge.
Have you been to?
That was the first bridge we crossed. I wonder at what point does our society saturates to the point that they will have to name something called a uncultured disharmony park just to keep up with the trends. I mean, might as well. Nah, let's just walk on the parking lot. It just winds around the same place. There's a bunch of bugs around the shrubs around the seawall. We're trying to catch the sunset in Kit's Beach. Diva, gimbal, be kind to me. Oh, see, this gimbal has a mind of its own. Gimbal, what happens to you, gimbal, once in a while? I feel like my gimbal gets offended by my singing and decides to just die off. That's not cute, gimbal. That's not cute. Okay, let's roll back on the water. I noticed people driving. I was like, the other one was an empty parking lot. Low-key safe. But there's one big predator you need to watch out for. Not grizzly bears, not orcas. It's the British Columbian driver, the most lethal one of them all. It's a cute spot. You can look at Sunset Beach from here. Here are the locals. Oh, they have goslings. Not all goslings are Ryan. I hate gravel paths because I get little pieces of gravel in my shoes, and it's annoying to walk around with gravel in my shoes. Ugh. Is the first one Teatotaler Beach or Hadden? I think the first one is Teatotaler Beach. Either one. They're the less busier, more localized beaches. Teatotaler Beach and Hadden Beach. And then of course there's the famous Kit's Beach. Sunset Beach is buzzing. Look at the West End. And Stanley Park. Almost down to Maritime Museum. The sun is about to set. Honestly, these benches are a cute spot to watch the sunset. I don't want to go down because those steps are quite steep. Just continue by the Maritime Museum. I avoided walking up this steep path.
Run this way.
This beach though is totally separate from Kit's Beach, and because it's a little bit away from the beaten path, it's very popular with locals. You won't see a lot of tourists down here. I don't know if you can see the beach from this point. It's down there. Here's a good view. It's a very chill beach.
My book is basically the
Almost down to Kit's Beach. And here it is. Kit's Beach. Started off at English Bay and walked all the way around False Creek down to Kit's Beach. Let's find a spot to watch the sunset. The sun is about to set.
disguised it as
Honestly, a very cute spot to chill out, enjoy some fried chicken and watch the sunset. Yeah, the sun is about to set. You know what? Let's just sit here and watch the sunset because it's about to set. Vancouver's Kit's Beach. What a beautiful sunset. And that was the sun setting in Vancouver's Kids Beach. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It was fun. It was really fun. Honestly, haven't done this part of the seawall in a long time. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for Friday Fried Chicken Walk. So cluck cluck, mother cluckers. And if you guys feel the love, don't hesitate to hit that like button, share it with your buddies, and of course, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow for Friday Fried Chicken Walk. Bye bye. Padam, 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 padam.